Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel as y'all come in here. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. We experiencing blizzard cold in the Northeast and parts of the Midwest. Y'all brace yourselves. Subscribe to the channel. Got make sure I plug. Brief word from my sponsor. 100% natural. You already know what this is. Shout out to everybody who's taking this regularly. All of the supporters, man, y'all been great. Make sure y'all tell a friend about this. This is very, very important. Got it? Good morning, though. Oh, these carrots are divine. Get a dozen for a dime. I was thinking about opening a chat line for this. I don't know how long I'm gonna be on here. Oh shit. Hold on. Is it better? He said Stephen A is carrying a homie like that. I got a lot to say about this. I do. If you subscribe to the channel, that's the Wi-Fi signal. I don't know what the fuck is up with the signal right now. Anyway, if you subscribe to the channel, you seen the video that I posted last night from Matt Barnes, and he had a lot to say. And I recently, well, last night and this morning, I went and listened to both of Stephen A. Smith's rants, and I listened to the one that he did on ESPN, and I listened to the one that he recorded on his personal podcast. It's a whole bunch of back and forth. Pat Beverly is in it. It's funny to me. I ain't gonna lie. It's funny. This shit is funny as hell. It is. He said they just mad because the NBA players say Memphis is a trash city. This is my thing with it, right? They went around the league and they asked everybody. Ant-Man says something about it. Kevin Durant says something about it. I can't remember. Curry was one of them, but they went around the league and they asked players, both um, guys from the younger generation and the older generation, black players and white players, and they asked them what did they think about Memphis, and they all said the same thing. This was before it made it to LeBron's comments, but they all said the same thing. They said it was a trashy city, very, very raggedy. It's 63% black, by the way. I didn't know that. And I'm not saying that's the reason that the city is fucked up, but it's a whole lot of stuff surrounding the city of Memphis. A lot of murders, a lot of drugs. They always high profile online. Ice from there. Um, Dolph, CMG, all of that. This is all in the same city. And it seems to me that it just seems like the NBA is kind of looking for a reason to move up out of there. And it's not the fact that the players are speaking out about the city. That's not helping the case. But it seems like they're looking for a reason to move up out of there. Some people say that that was the worst situation for Ja Morant to enter. And it's just been really, really bad down there crime wise the last few years. According to Stephen A., he said that crime is declining, but that's not the way it's depicted online. Anyway, yeah, they going back and forth, and it didn't seem to be a big thing until the king said something. Until the king said something, he said back to Vancouver. It didn't seem to be a big, big, big deal, especially in Stephen A. Smith's eyes, until LeBron said something. Now, if you familiar with sports, you know LeBron and Stephen A. has had a storied history. They go back and forth. Stephen A. says some things critical about Bronny. that everybody agrees on. LeBron didn't like it. LeBron ran up on him. I think it might have been a Lakers home game, or it could have been on the road. I can't remember. And confronted Stephen A. Whatever the case, Stephen A. and LeBron has had a push pull type of relationship for the last few years, and I believe that Stephen A. took this opportunity to engage LeBron once again. He knows that whenever him and LeBron have some type of conflict, then everybody's tuning in, and look what we got. It's viral already. So LeBron said, there's a video out of LeBron on the golf course with some gentlemen. Stephen A. pointed out that they were white. LeBron is on the golf course with some gentlemen, and LeBron said that he didn't say anything different than what everybody else already said, but he said that maybe it's time that they should move to Nashville and a bunch of other shit. And Stephen A. Smith felt some type of way about it. So he takes to his platform and he says what he has to say. His argument is his argument. His opinion is his opinion. He can say what he want, but for whatever reason, Matt Barnes didn't like it. And Matt Barnes, the video is on his channel. Make sure you check it out. Matt Barnes went on a rant, a smoke-filled rant. He's smoking his trees or whatever, and he said what he had to say. He basically called Stephen A. Smith a Tom, and a lot of people say that. A lot of people say that when issues come up pertaining to black people, Stephen A. is normally the ops, right? I don't always agree with Stephen A. I don't always disagree with him. I don't. But I like the way he handled Matt Barnes. I ain't gonna lie. I like the way he handled Matt Barnes. And he made it clear, he drew the line. He said that I'm a journalist and you're a pothead. And what you say has no merit in this regard. I can't really I can't side with Stephen A. as far as the LeBron issue, but his thing with Matt Barnes, I'm gonna side with Stephen A. It seems that everybody has their own platform now. We all know that. We all know about that. Everybody has their own platform, and everybody offers their own opinion on their platforms, right? Of course, Matt Barnes will side with LeBron James. He's a former player. Stephen A. wasn't a player, and he and Stack Five, they have their own podcast. Answer this for me. Has LeBron James been on Up in Smoke yet? Has LeBron James been on Up in Smoke yet? Anybody? Is anybody aware of LeBron James being on there yet? He says, seems like LeBron and Stephen A. Smith has had a love-hate relationship. Kendrick Perkins said the same thing. Stephen A. said, right after Stephen A. said it, he and Matt Barnes have no smoke for Kendrick. So that's the point I was trying to make. Matt Barnes is using a tactic that a lot of people who have platforms use. They will try to pander or cater to they will take sides or, essentially pander to the person that they would like to have on their platform. Everything that you see with Matt Barnes, he know that LeBron is paying attention. And this is fuel for him to, hey, come on our platform and let's talk about it. So I gotta feel that Matt Barnes has a motive for his stance against Stephen A. Smith. I just have to conclude that he has a motive. He want to get LeBron on Up in Smoke. A LeBron James interview on Up in Smoke will do for their platform what Cat Williams did for Shannon Sharp. But guess what? LeBron James ain't going on Up in Smoke. Y'all know why, right? Y'all know why he not going on Up in Smoke. Y'all know why he's not going on Up in Smoke. He ain't never going on there. And y'all know why, don't y'all? Image. Image. He's not going on there, and you niggas is smoking reefer? Y'all smoking reefer? Y'all promoting reefer? He not going on there under no circumstances. Under no circumstances. He not going on there. Drink Champs, that's one thing. A person can get on Drink Champs and say, well, I don't care to partake. And that's the end of it. Or they could get on there and they can drink bottled water. And that's the end of it. Right? We seen Shaq on Drink Champs. He got on there. He made it clear that he was drinking water. LeBron James, especially not being the active face of the NBA, no matter what anybody says about Cooper Flag, Ant-Man, Luca, LeBron James is the face of the NBA. Until he retires, LeBron James is the biggest draw in the NBA, even at this juncture in his career. He's 22, I think 22 seasons in. Even today, he's the big dog in the NBA. And under no circumstances is he going to be affiliated or associated with something like what Matt Barnes and Stack 5 has going on. Even during his rant, Matt Barnes is so barbaric. Even during his rant against Stephen A. Smith, he doing what? He's smoking weed. He's smoking weed. The smoke, the screen is filled with smoke. He and that just don't. I know the NBA ain't feeling that because he is an NBA player. He's not playing anymore. And anybody who be anybody that be on camera carrying it like that, you're not favored by the NBA. Under no circumstances are you favored by the NBA. They just not going. They ain't going for it under no circumstances. So again, I feel that Matt Barnes got on there and he was trying to, hey LeBron, I'm defending you, man. Come fuck with us on the podcast, which ain't gonna happen. Stephen A. Smith let him know, I'm a professional. I do this shit for a living. This is what I do. You got no win trying to critique me, trying to critique anything I said, and I came with facts. He started to list a bunch of statistics about the city of Memphis. That's how I know it's 63% black. He says something about the unemployment rate. He says something about the mayor. He came with his shit together. He was flexing on Matt Barnes, letting him know this is deeper than what you know. You're not doing any research. I do this. I'm a journalist. You're a pothead. Stay in your place. So I feel that Matt Barnes, I feel that he took the L. I feel that he took the L trying to deal with Stephen A. He said Matt Barnes is a D1 crash out. All jokes aside, Stephen A. Smith will destroy Matt Barnes in the debate when it comes to politics. I'm sitting here telling you, he don't got no win. He don't. He think that, like a lot of people, when they get on these platforms, they get a light, they get a microphone, and they say, I'm a journalist. You're not a journalist. The root word of journalist is journaling. That's writing. Writing, research, oral delivery. These are all components that goes into being an insight. That goes into being a skilled journalist. Getting in front of these cameras and just talking don't make you a journalist. Everybody shouldn't be able to wear the title, but Stephen A has earned his right to wear the title for 20 years. Like Matt Barnes said, when I first met you in Philly, you was, known as Iverson's guy. You was AI's guy. I thought you was cool. Yada 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 yada. In this exchange, he has no win. Whoever Stephen A. Smith was at the beginning of his career, I won't be naive enough to say that money hasn't influenced his position. He said some shit about Kyrie. He said some shit about OJ Simpson. I believe a lot of times he's the ops, right? But in regards to his contributions and his platforms, he is at the top of the game when it comes to um, commentary, debates, and overall presentation in regards to being a journalist. I think that some of these guys need to just be mindful of who you engage when it comes to this profession, because like you said, everybody not a journalist. I'm a journalist. You're a pothead. Stay in your place. Stephen A been leaning to the right politically lately. You right, you right, you right, you right, you right, you right. Brother Lee, suck my dick entirely. From tip to balls. Eat a dick. You got it? I just said some of you niggas need to stay in y'all place. I'm not gonna kick you out. I'm gonna leave you in here. I just don't feel like kicking you out. My moderators, if they decide to, they can get you the fuck out. But don't make the mistake of trying to dress me or correct my image or nothing like that. When you come in here, you in the presence of greatness. Do you know who the fuck you talking to right now? Do you know who the fuck you talking to right now? I'm one of the top journalists in the country. I am. I am. I am. So check yourself when you in the presence of greatness. Fuck this nigga thought he. This ain't that, my nigga. You know where the fuck you at? This is the dribble. Shout out to everybody who has been sharing my viral interview with DJ Clue. I have to add that that interview, that's a perfect display of what journalism is. You got some people to just get on here and just talk. And then you got others who are gifted with insight, communication, dialogue. When you come here, you're in the presence of greatness. Yeah. Subscribe to the channel. So the thing with Matt Barnes, he wasn't done. He shot at a few people. One of the people that he shot at was Pat Beverly. Pat Beverly shot back. Let me ask y'all something, because I'm a basketball guy and I watched Pat Bev and I watched Pat Bev came with statistics too. I watched Pat Bev's career and I watched Matt Barnes' career. Was Matt Barnes a better player than Patrick Beverly in the NBA? Was he? Help me out. Was Matt Barnes a better player than Patrick Beverly in the NBA? I got some. You got some people saying hell no, and you got people saying Barnes was better. You got some people that saying both is average. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Based on my recollection, there was times when Matt Barnes would give you something, man. He would give you something. He was never the number one scoring option or nothing like that. But we don't want to hear about Pat Beverly in high school. Every one of them niggas that's in the NBA was scoring 30 and 40 in high school. We not working with that. We all know about Pat Beverly in high school, though. I know about that. I know about that. I know about that. Pat Bev got on his platform. Matt Barnes said, I seen you with your legs crossed, nigga, trying to get some attention. who was the better player? Now, according to accolades, and I think even games played, based on what Pat Beverly said, he said I played more. He said I played more than you. I earned more than you. I got more. I think he said I was on the all defensive team. I got defensive player of the year. He ran off his shit. And to that I say this. Everything that you said don't make you a better ball player. It make you a better defender. It make you a better defender. And I just got to say this. I never got the whole Pat Beverly is the defensive stopper shit. I never got it. Being like a hoodlum, being a dirty player, pushing niggas in the back, all of that bullshit that Patrick Beverly was doing, and whatever it was that he was doing, it kept him in contract. He ended up like teams continued to sign him, but that what he brought to a team, maybe he felt it was more valuable than what Matt Barnes did. But to my recollection, I remember Matt Barnes being able to score a little bit. He said, yeah, he had his time once upon a time. Matt did help the Lakers one year. Who got rings? Pat was better than me. Barnes played the bench with Kobe around. I I gotta go with Matt Barnes. Matt Barnes is taller. And actually, Matt Barnes was one of them supposed to be Goody type motherfuckers and shit like that. When he was in the league, he was supposed to be like one of them problem niggas. And I'm not saying he was the biggest defensive stopper of all, but he would get out there and bring some team toughness if that's appropriate. But offensively, I remember Matt Barnes being able to hit threes and score. Patrick Beverly, not in the NBA. Patrick Beverly was never no scoring factor. Now, somebody could go and look up the statistics and see who averaged more points. I don't know. I didn't, but I feel that Matt Barnes is a better player. I'm saying this because in Patrick Beverly's rebuttal, he kept saying, "You can't fuck with me. You can't fuck with me. I'm this. I did that. You can't fuck with me." And he says that to everybody. He does. Barnes was a good defender too. I remember him being a good defender. Pat Bev was a fucking enforcer in a point guard's body, over aggressive and might get injured fucking around with him. I agree. He said Barnes' shot was broke. It was not. It was not. Barnes got 7,000 points scored. Pat got 5,000. Point proven. I remember Barnes scoring. I remember him scoring. I remember him scoring on the Orlando Magic. I remember him scoring for the Lakers. I remember him scoring on, what was he on, Sacramento? I do. And ain't Barnes an NBA champion? Help me out. Didn't Kobe actively recruit Barnes? Is Barnes an NBA champion? I remember Kobe. After that incident where Kobe jabbed the ball and Barnes jabbed the ball on Kobe's face and Kobe didn't flinch. Although they were at odds at the time, I think Kobe somewhat had a level of respect for him because the 2017 Warriors, right? All right, this argument is over. This argument is over. I just wanted to confirm that. I felt that he had a ring. I did. On the Warriors bench when they won. Barnes doesn't really accept his ring like that because he claims he didn't contribute, but yes, he won a championship with Golden State in 2017. All right, I'm gonna just use that as the icing on the cake. As far as Pat Beverly's argument about being better than Matt Barnes, numbers don't lie. Somebody just said Matt Barnes got 7,000 points and Pat Beverly only got 5,000. That's the end of that. But This is what's going on right now, and it just I think everything that Matt Barnes is doing is basically doing it for attention. Niggas be wanting smoke. Niggas be wanting smoke on these apps. A lot of people feel that that's the only way to get some recognition is by finding a conflict. Matt Barnes was like Tobias Harris as a player. Kobe loved that shit. Go to war with Kobe. He'll respect you and play along with the squad. I agree. I agree. I agree. I agree. I agree. Love that interview with Clue. However, I'm through with Clue. How can you ever say Nicki Minaj is top five in Queens? That's ridiculous. Big up to you. When he said that, when he said his top five, I'm in my head fashioning a top five from Queens that I feel is legitimate. And when he didn't mention Coogee Rap and Prodigy, I'm saying to myself, nigga, is you thinking this shit through? Like, is you thinking this shit all the way through? I would never pick Nicki Minaj over Prodigy. I'd never pick him over her over Cool G Rap. I would never pick her over Cormega. I would never pick her over Nature. Yeah, she sold a lot of fucking records. She did. There's more. Mr. Cheeks. Um, you got Onyx. I would never pick her over them guys. Why? Because she's a broad, man. Her subject matter, her subject matter, it's not a universal thing. The difference between Nicki Minaj and female rappers of today and female rappers of yesterday, Little Kim, Latifah, um, MC Light, all of these different female MCs. The difference was this, and I told it to him during the interview. Niggas don't listen to Nicki Minaj. If you do, you probably a blade. You do if you do, you're probably a blade. Niggas don't listen to Nicki Minaj, right? They don't. When we was coming up, if MC Light dropped a CD, we was going to buy that shit. If Latifah came out with a project, we was buying that shit. Um, I could go on and on and on. The females back in the day, their music appealed to both. It appealed to both sexes, men and women. That's the difference. These chicks today, the music that they put out, they more than likely their fan base is going to be strictly women and blades. Latifah, Light, Yo Yo, MC Light, Latifah, Light, Yo Yo, Lauren Hill. You can, if I'm marvelous, if I'm leaving somebody out, Sugar T, JJ Fad, the Conscious Daughters, all of these people that I'm naming, their music resonated with both sexes, and that's my thing with Nicki Minaj. I would never ever choose Nicki Minaj over the female MCs that I came up on. I'm just sorry, for real. Prodigy not from Queens. I think Clue mentioned that in the interview. You could say that. You could say that. People say that about Prodigy when it's convenient for them. So I understand. I understand. But she didn't a top five. Nah. Hell nah. Uh-uh. I definitely do not listen to Nicki or not many other women. Rhapsody is the only one I spin regularly. Boss, I left Boss out. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, that's what that was about. Getting back to the topic, um Stephen A. Smith is he is who he is. He is who he is. A lot of his views, for the most part, him and Jason Whitlock, I believe they cut from the same fabric. They often oppose the views and opinions of black people. We be expecting him, being as though he looked like us, to carry similar sentiments, and that's not always the case. Sometimes I believe he go against the grain on purpose. I do contrarian. That's the word. I believe he's a contrarian sometimes on purpose. and other times he says shit for shock value. But this thing with Matt Barnes, and Matt Barnes is getting a lot of views for what he said. I'm going with Stephen A. Smith in this regard. She says she from Trinidad when it's convenient. He said thought rap. Stephen A. Smith from Queens, Jamaica, we the best. MC Shan had the streets in a chokehold at one time. Yeah, they left MC. He left MC Shan off the list. I don't think Shan's current image helps him. Shan is a legend. I love Shan, but Shan be tripping online. Sometimes he be just doing too much, man. Like there's a certain character that you expect to maintain and carry when you're somebody of Shan's notoriety. Yeah. What's going on, Gully from Montreal? What up? What up? I like how you gave him flowers and was taking notes for the Pillmatic wave. You bring back that Flex Clue Street Wars feel. That that moment would have never been possible without DJ Clue's participation, his time. So I'm gonna 100% acknowledge him and give him his flowers because it wouldn't have been possible if he didn't agree to the sit down. But I feel that the exchange overall was probably a wake up call for him to get active because people get jobs and they become complacent. He is a legendary mixtape DJ who built his career on underground music. Underground could use some help from DJ Clue. These underground niggas that you see in here, they would love to be acknowledged or do something with DJ Clue. That's just the truth. We got to talk about this Conway video while I'm on here. I have to touch on this. Do y'all know the Conway video I'm talking about? There's a viral video out of Conway right now. Are y'all familiar with this video I'm talking about? If not, I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to actually post it on my IG when I get up off here. But are y'all familiar with this video? This Conway video that I'm about to talk about? We got somebody that said that video is old as fuck. I don't think so. You got somebody else that said, I think he threw something, right? All right, I'm gonna post a video and I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna find out to the best of my capabilities when this happened. But the video I'm speaking of was sent to me by another media outlet, and they say, "Hey, what you think about this?" And the video shows Conway at a show. He's doing a show by himself, and on the stage they got different pictures of him, and they got one picture of West Side Gun, Conway, and Benny. And he turned around. He picked a picture up of West Side Gun and Benny, him, West Side Gun, and Benny, and he passed it to somebody off the stage, like, was basically throwing a picture off the stage. And he was like, now let's get started and shit. So it was it was a gesture that gave off the vibes of there's a problem or I don't fuck with them right now or there's some issues within Griselda. We've been hearing about this for some time now. We've been hearing about this for some time now, but it hasn't been confirmed. Uh, Maybe like 6 7 months ago, there was a story about maybe it was possibly a fight between Conway and Benny in London or Paris, one of those places, and the news of that got suppressed. It was kind of like borderline rumor. Then you had people in the comments that said that they were there and it kind of looked it funny. People have been implying that there's some problems. If you listen to this song by Conway called Black Man is God, y'all familiar with that song? Somebody said he threw it back there so he can keep it, but I don't know. It didn't look like that. It didn't look like he was That was no, it didn't look like that at all. It didn't. It didn't. It didn't. It didn't. Benny kept it cool in his interview. I guess Conway ain't holding back. It looked like he was discarding the picture. That's what it looked like. But have y'all heard a song by Conway called "Black Man Is God"? He got a verse on this song. Y'all go look this song up. And he says something about niggas wanted the whole pie, yeah, the lion's share. He said, yeah, he said niggas wanted the lion's share, the whole pie. And that's why lately you can see the divide. When he said that, I felt that he was talking to somebody. I felt that he was talking to somebody. And it's kind of like obvious that there is a divide because you don't really see them together. It's like they all, each of them, Wes, Conway, and Benny, all created a cult following of their own. Each one of them got their own fan base. And just listening to that song, Black Man is God, it just seems like Conway was speaking to a specific issue or person. Yeah. He said talking about them. It seemed like he was talking about when you say talking about them, I'm kind of like because it's my understanding the West Side Gun is his brother, so I don't know if he would, diss his brother. I don't know if it's that serious that he would say something about his brother on a song, but it just seems like if you listen to that song, it seems like he's talking to someone. And when you look at the video to that song, the video is this. Conway is tall, like, and he's bending down, rapping or talking to somebody smaller than him. It's like he's talking to somebody, but he's talking down to them. And it's like it's almost a allegorical meaning or subliminal suggestion contained within this video. They all fell out. Each one of them got their own labels and artists. Good luck with that. Hmm. Hmm. I don't know. When I seen that video, I'm like, if there was ever a secret about what's going on within the group, this 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 gesture that he did on stage with this picture, it tells the story. And we gonna probably hear more about this because that video that gotta be addressed. If y'all haven't seen it yet, I'm gonna post it when I get up off here. So go to my IG and follow me at I am gullytv underscore. Conway out here in Denver, his shows be fire. He never mentions them. He said, "You an Orioles fan?" Nah, not really. I thought it was him talking to his lower self or higher self, God. Okay, that could be the case. But when you listen to what he's saying, he said machine. He says something like, without the machine, how could you be inspired? You got to, I can't recite it. I can't recite it. You got to listen to the song. The song is called BMG by Conway. BMG means Black Man is God, but the song is called BMG. Just listen to this song, and you can tell he is addressing some issues. From the first time I heard it, I'm like, I wonder who is he talking to? But that niggas wanted the lion's share, the whole pie. And that's why lately you can see the divide. That was that line, those few bars had a meaning. That's what I'm trying to say. He said, indeed, Lord, I'm going back. Check it out. Check it out. The Locks are the only group that manages to stay together. Yeah, he said, I know exactly what you mean. Go check it out. This is something and I spoke to a few people last night and they all had some different stories. They did. They all had some different stories, and I'm hearing that it's a possibility I talked to about 3 people, and I'm hearing this possibility that they might have some money issues. Conway said it. Niggas wanted the lion's share of the whole pie. It sounds like the money wasn't being divided correctly. And if you pay attention, it seems like one of them is a little bit more well off than the others, or one of them floss a little harder than the others. I don't know. Y'all can leave it in the comment section. I'm not insinuating anything. It's just based on some things that I heard and what I see. I'm like, that do kind of make sense. Conway has spoke on money issues with Griselda in the past. All right, so if he's speaking about money issues with Griselda, if he's spoken publicly about that, then he's talking about his brother and his cousin. Like that's Griselda is his brother and his cousin. That's what was presented to us, that they were relatives and shit, that they were blood cousins. Yeah, 2 brothers and a cousin. So if he's saying that he wasn't being compensated correctly, he's talking about something that's going on internally. There has been accusations of Benny scamming people too. Well, that shit was West Side Gun idea, right? West Side talked about that on a podcast. He did an interview with Lame Ass Breakfast Club talking about it. I got to see. That's why it's good to be by yourself now. Look at it. This happens with a lot of crews in hip hop. He was talking about his brother. I seen West said that his mom and Benny mom live together. I did see that. It's West Side. He's getting all of the fruits without that appeal like Benny and Conway. Hmm. That's why all rappers are solo now. Trey Buck said, I can tell Benny a diva. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel and hit the bell so you get the notifications. Stephen A. Smith and Matt Barnes is going at it over comments made by LeBron James about the city of Memphis being a shithole. They trying their best to get they trying their best to move that franchise to a better place. They are. Benny playing the industry, Westside doing wrestling and fashion, Conway trying to stay underground, calling the label Griselda, all the WWF shit, the fashion aspects of the shit, that's all Westside. Okay, okay. Trey, what's up? Peace. No lies about Memphis. 63% black. Dangerous. I've heard the NBA players talk about staying at a specific hotel. It might be the W. If the W is shitty, you in a bad place. It's normally a pretty polished hotel. They said that the W is shitty. I guess it's downtown Memphis, and maybe the arena that they play at is across the street or not far. Based on what I heard Kevin Durant say, it's in walking distance, and they just don't like that city for whatever reason. I never been there. Is Memphis the Grizzlies their own only professional team? He said when it got the lamb wrapped, I went gyro on them. I used to be in Memphis. The aura is demoralizing. I never wanted to go to Memphis. They don't like Utah either. Is the Memphis Grizzlies, is that their only professional team? Just the basketball team? They don't have no other pro teams? I think that's correct, right? Seattle might be already in the process of getting their own team. If the Grizzlies is Memphis' only team, and they keep having these conversations about it not being a nice place, they gonna move the Grizzlies. They gonna move the Grizzlies. They probably trying to find a place to relocate them right now. But this whole conversation about it being a bad place is growing to be too big, and you got LeBron, and I think that's what pissed Stephen A. off, specifically saying they should go to Nashville. They should go to Nashville. They might end up in Nashville. Memphis is done. That's the same hotel Sauce Walker and his artist got shot at. NBA players got robbed coming out of there. Yeah, they say it's a bad place. So if that's the case, if NBA players' safety is on the line, they in fact gonna get up out of there pretty soon. I promise you. Yeah, he said the Tennessee Titans, but I don't know where they play. I don't know if the Tennessee Titans play in Memphis. I don't think so. LeBron should have talked bad around them folks. What's the difference between Kevin Durant and the rest of the NBA stars saying it on a public platform and LeBron saying it around a few golfers who happen to be white? White people was listening to what Durant them said too. They was. The Titans is in Nashville. All right. Watch Seattle finna get the Sonics back. Vegas finna get a franchise. Minnesota going to the Eastern Conference. Peace. That's what I've been hearing. Terrible place, but breed the illest rappers. Should have stayed in Vancouver. Vancouver was a bad stop. A lot of NBA players didn't want to go out there. I think Steve Francis might have got drafted by Vancouver, and he said, "I'm not playing there." Period. And that had happened a few times. I think it was Stephen Francis though. He said it's different when you in a company them folks. It's some OJ type shit. I get what you're saying. And I don't think Stephen A. Smith was offended by it because Stephen A. Smith be places by himself with white guys, white businessmen, executives. Some of his views are consistent with this type of behavior and environments. So if he's trying to hold that grudge against LeBron because he said it in front of some white folks, nigga, you be around white folks too. High taxes in Canada. Got to be a street nigga to play in Memphis. Desmond Bain, who was one of the stars of the Memphis Grizzlies a couple years ago, got traded to Orlando. As soon as he got there, one of the first things he got to doing was telling people about how much better Orlando is than being in Memphis. Again, I never been there, but I heard it's really bad. Straight up. Look at Zach Randolph. Thank you. Yes, it's on the website, fashionbomb.com. FASHIONBAAM. I got assorted colors, man. I got like 5, 6 different colors. Zebo was GD2. That's all I got for now, man. Make sure that y'all watch my interviews with DJ Clue and Freaky Top. I keep calling this brother Freaky Top. Cadillac Tar. Cadillac Tar is doing numbers. Y'all love those 50 Cent stories. I'm gonna probably drop the complete Cadillac Tar interview maybe tomorrow. But be on the lookout for it. Make sure you follow me on IG. Oh, I announced last night that me and Quan, who had the song with Nas, Moment of Silence, I interviewed him on here last year. We got a project coming out. It's probably gonna be out probably towards the end of this month. Let me see if I got the. There we go. Gully TV presents for Quan, the Rap Scene King. It's a mixtape. It's volume one. We're gonna do a couple volumes. We've been working on it since I did the interview with him. If you watched the interview, I was in the studio with him. He was putting some records together. We decided that the best place to release those records was none other than the real Gully TV. So yeah, be on the lookout for that. Gully TV presents Quan. We've been working on it for about 4 months. It got 16 tracks. We just waiting for them to get mixed. This is the underground, man. He said, "Did you ever release that Quan interview?" Yeah, that shit out, man. That shit been out. Cadillac Tar full interview dropping tomorrow. That's what I'm waiting on. I watched the Clue joint fire. Don't be surprised if they get that team out of Memphis. Nobody likes going there. It's too dangerous for corporate world players getting robbed. I agree with you. I appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. Make sure y'all go to my website. This is very, very necessary, man, for your overall health. and well-being. This is 100% natural. This improves blood circulation throughout the body. This improves testosterone production. The improvement and a spike in blood circulation leads to growth. This will help you in the gym. Energy levels will improve. All of that. All of that. The natural ingredients are right there. And it's going to make your skin glow and your dick grow. I promise you, it's proven. Go look at the website. All the information is there. In any video where I promoted this product, just read the comments below. It's proven. All right. I'm up out of here, man. Subscribe to the channel, The Real Gully TV, hip hop, sports, and fashion. Most importantly, hip hop.